Yo, people always ask me what kind of frames I'm rocking. I've been rocking Caddis for a couple years. They make amazing progressive readers, which I wear. Also, they make sunglass readers, anti-glare, anti-smudge coating, anti-scratch, and anti-aging. That's why I look mad young when I wear them. I'm just kidding. But they make amazing frames. Caddis, so stoked to have you guys part of the podcast. You can go to caddislife.com/Toby10 and get $10 off your first purchase. Stoked. Thank you, Caddis. Welcome to the fam. Yo, Liquid Death, thank you so much for hydrating all my guests, taking care of me and my family and my friends. Love your water, love your brand, love what you stand for, love what you give back to the community. If you want to learn more about Liquid Death and how it started, listen to episode 115 with the co-founder, owner, and creator of Liquid Death, Mike Cesario. Just a punk rock skateboarding kid from Delaware with a dream. It's an incredible story, incredible journey. They have now blessed me with my own code. So if you go liquiddeath.com/Toby, you get free shipping on any items you order from liquiddeath.com. Thank you so much, Liquid Death. Death to plastic, murder your thirst, stay hydrated. You know H2O saves lives.
Yeah, they have like a...
Yeah, but the real question is it going to bring rollerblading back? That shit still goes on.
It doesn't look as cool.
It's so horrible.
It doesn't look as cool. Roller skating has soul, and it's like...
People would be killing themselves on rollerblades. I remember that time period, even in New York. I was like, oh, here we go. Let's just go to Central Park and watch people just get it.
Bite it. Yeah.
I'm recording now, by the way. I can tell you those stories.
Yeah. It's funny.
Let me do my intro.
Sorry. Yeah.
And I think you maybe closer to the mic, the better.
Oh, sorry.
Because you have an amazing voice. You have a voice. You have a voice for radio.
Thank you. Pays for voiceovers.
Okay.
Oh, we got some clip glitches.
You just screwed it up.
Oh God, what did I do? I did.
Check.
I did.
No.
Check.
Check.
Can
Check.
you hear
Okay, now it's back.
Now I'm
Don't
back.
do that.
I did it. I did it. I pulled
the
the thing. I pulled it closer to me.
Okay, I'm sorry. You guys good?
I'll pay for
Okay.
that.
Let me do the intro. You guys ready?
Ready.
That's right.
Welcome to the One Life One Chance podcast. I'm your host, Toby Morse. Back again, my brother to the right, Mr. Derek Green's with me today. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, what's up?
I love that I love that you're off tour. You can be with me. I'm gonna miss you when you're gone. I know
you say that now.
Thank you for being here, Mr. Derek.
Thank you for
Green.
having me. Thank you.
And then in front of me, my guest today, we met. I'm not sure how many years ago. I was trying to find the video of it. My son was pretty young. We went to this live reading of Bob's Burgers here in Los Angeles, and then we were leaving, and we saw John Roberts, who's here with me today. Welcome to the podcast.
Hi, thanks for having me.
You in the alley, and you were so fucking nice to my son. And
Just hanging out in the alley there.
Just loitering, and then you talked to my son. You did the Linda with him. It was so fucking cool, man.
I did. I did some Linda. Well, you guys were really nice, and it was right after the show, and it was really sweet.
We were stoked to be there.
Yeah, the live shows were great. The audience was so nice.
Yeah,
it was. We had such a great time.
And lots happened since then, obviously.
Yes.
So much has happened.
Yes.
The world's changed. Everything's changed.
It's true.
So let's just get into your life. I know we're going to promote the movie May 27th. The Bob's Burgers movie's coming out next Friday, May 27th.
Stoked.
Very exciting. I saw you
Thank
guys went to the premiere this week.
Yeah, we had a big premiere on Hollywood
Yeah,
Boulevard.
it's right by my house. I was like, what the hell is going on here? All this commotion.
Yeah, that's how I would have been if I wasn't in the movie. Yeah, because when I lived here, I was always like, damn it, they shut down Hollywood Boulevard again. Yeah, but
when you're there, that's you. It's awesome.
It was me this time holding everyone up. Yeah, it was nice.
Exciting.
This time it was worth it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It was great to see the movie for the first time. And,
wow.
And that theater, the El Capitan Theater, is beautiful.
Classic.
An organ player, and it was very sweet. Yeah.
That's amazing. So let's get into it. So obviously you're born in Brooklyn, New York.
Born in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
What part of Brooklyn?
Born in not such a cool place. No, I think I was. Let's see. I was born in Bensonhurst, I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You just said you think.
All
You said
right.
you think.
Well, let's see.
It was. Don't you?
Well, my dad and mom were both from Brooklyn. My dad's from Bay Ridge. Mom's from Benson. Irish Italian. Brooklyn love story.
Nice.
Not really. They divorced when I was very young.
Okay. Did you have siblings?
I have an older sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is she into the same stuff you're into?
No, she's a social worker. I'm proud of her.
Awesome.
Oh.
Yeah, she's hospitals and she's in the trenches there doing the good work.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Wow, it's so straight out of Bensonhurst. I would never.
Yeah. Well, I didn't grow up there.
Guess. Okay.
We got the hell out of there right away.
All right,
we
all
went
right.
straight to Jersey, and then my dad took off, and then we got stuck in Jersey. But it was great. No, I love New Jersey. My dad actually went back to the Upper East Side and remarried a lovely Irish woman. So
Nice.
I kind of got two moms, and then I got to hang out in the city a lot as a kid.
That's cool.
I love that.
Did they explain it that way? Like, now you have 2 Christmases.
No, it was like it was a little not like that. It was, but they were all.
That's some movie shit, bro.
Yeah.
They all came. They're all like friendly. My mom, and my dad's wife and stuff. I mean, they're once my nephews were born, everyone kind of came together and
that's cool.
Awesome.
It's sweet. Yeah.
And so, how was it growing up in Jersey? So you went to school there, pretty much, right?
Yeah, I went to Jersey, Edison J.P. Stevens in Edison, New Jersey, and it was a really good school. It was pretty diverse and big, and like good education. I mean, not for me. I was a terrible student, but it had a great theater program.
Okay.
Which I really benefited from. Great teacher. She was a real character, and we would do a lot of competitions with other schools, and we had a variety show that I did Pee Wee Herman in. It was like my big claim to fame. So it was pretty
awesome.
Dorky before that, and then I came out as Pee Wee Herman, and it was like big. It's big for me. It's a big move.
Wow, man, that's amazing.
Yeah, I love Pee Wee. It was my.
Pee Wee's incredible, man.
I worshipped him. Yeah, we saw him live in Carnegie Hall in 1984. Before he kind of blew up, and it was a beautiful, awesome show.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah, before it was a little more adult then.
Yeah, it
not
was.
so kiddie.
Yeah,
but fun. His HBO special. Mm-hmm. That I would just watch over and over again.
Yeah, how old is Pee Wee now? You think?
God, that's a good.
Probably in his 60s at least, right?
Yeah, he's a boomer. He's in his 60s, I'd say.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd love for him to do some animation with the Playhouse. Do like an adult version of the Playhouse with some animation. I think would be fun.
That'd be amazing.
But it's up to him.
So,
you're listening, Paul Rubens.
When you graduated, what were your goals?
Oh, well, I went to the American Academy of Dramatic Arts. No, arts, just kidding. It's on Madison Avenue in Manhattan.
Nice.
And I felt it was like my fame, I was like, I'm going to the fame school. I'm
That's
like,
sick.
Irene Cara, like put your thumb in your mouth and like, the whole thing. And I never got to put my thumb in my mouth, but I definitely did well there. You had to be invited back for the second year. Mm-hmm. So I got invited back, and then
what's the whole thumb in the mouth?
Fame member Irene Cara's got to put her thumb in her mouth and take her shirt off. It's dark. It's like you never saw Fame. Come on, Coco. Voulez-vous, Coco? Like speaking, it's awful. It's the most awful. It's Fame. Yeah, Fame. You want Fame? Well, Fame costs. What's that?
With Leroy.
With Leroy.
He was the best.
Leroy was like, I had such a crush on
character
Leroy as like growing up, and we saw him at the Queen Mary when we visited the Queen LA, and I was like, we all took pictures with him, and I was like, oh my God, it's Leroy. I was like, wow. he was hot. He was such a great dancer.
How do you look later on in life? You look good still?
Leroy?
Yeah, you saw him later on in life.
Oh, no, this was like prime Fame.
Oh, okay,
this was Fame time. Wow. Yeah. So.
I wonder what he's up to now, Leroy.
I have no idea.
Leroy's passed away, actually. Yes, he's not with us anymore.
Oh, wow.
But
right.
sorry, get all dark.
I didn't know that.
Sorry, who else?
Rest in peace, Leroy.
Yes. Yeah, Irene Cara's still around.
Yeah, she's still around.
Pee Wee Herman.
What a feeling. Pee Wee's still alive.
69.
He's 69.
He looks good too, man.
Yeah.
He takes care of himself.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's a great actor too.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I dove in. Fame, thumb in the mouth. Okay, sorry.
No, I did it with the Irene Cara.
Right.
I figured everyone knows that scene. We were all traumatized.
I loved Fame. I was just like, I gotta go to a school like this. I was like, dreamed to go to a school like of arts.
And we have some friends from punk rock who went to that school, but they don't really talk about it. I know they are. But they're like, I went to the Fame school. I'm like, yo, that's sick. That's so cool.
It's pretty sick. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
to get all that training at such a young age, and
something you love.
Cool.
You know, that you're really into.
So what were you doing in that school? Like, what was your major? Like, what were you doing?
Well, before that, I was doing stand-up comedy in the city. Before, like in high school, I would come in and do open mic nights and stuff. So I would do like stand-up New York, and then I took a class at the New School, I did I did the comic strip and some other clubs. And then once we were at school, we weren't allowed to perform outside of school. It was like a weird rule they had.
Oh, wow.
It's really stupid.
Wow.
So by the time I graduated, I just started to get into music because I was kind of over acting for a little while. It was like the early 1991, and it was like soap operas with like glossy headshots, and the comedy clubs were like corny boomers, and there wasn't gay stuff for me, and I was starting to deal with my sexuality, and I was like, even with acting, I wasn't really able to play. You know, I was good at playing like, dorky, fun roles, but like it was always, you had to like find yourself a little bit. So I moved to the East Village and started making beats and stuff with samplers. And,
what kind of beats?
Well, I had like worked with somebody. It was like ravey kind of stuff.
That's cool. Yeah.
And
was it you a rapper back then? You just hip hop?
Yeah, I was rap. I did actually. Yeah, I got like some really corny raps that I wrote. Like,
oh, for real?
Yeah. They're really. I do them on my comedy show now because they're so like ridiculous. Wow. But they were good. But I wasn't really like I don't know. Let me think. Like Brian. Like Austin Green was a rap. No, it wasn't anything like that. Or like David Faustino. Remember, like all the all the guys were rap. I wasn't like that. I was like I fancied myself. I probably would have been, but I was like I wanted to do like rave rap, and then but then it never happened.
It's like a different genre.
It was like there was like the Shaman. Remember that band? And
maybe
And the guy I was working with, we kind of didn't connect in that, like my sexuality and stuff. I was like, oh, maybe I'm working with the wrong person, and kind of had I don't know, it just didn't work out. So then I kind of just waited tables and lived in the East Village. And,
where'd you work at in there, you remember?
And where'd you live? What street?
I worked at Angelica Kitchen.
That's right.
And that was great. I was the delivery guy first, and then I worked my way up to juice bar, which I was very fast. I was very good in the juice bar. I would get him in and out, and you get all that free food, like that vegan food. It was like at the end of the night, all that tofu whip, and
man, you're gassy too.
Oh yeah. I was real skinny though, and I used to live on like Suffolk Street on the Lower East Side. So I had like a banana handlebar bicycle with the banana seat with the big chopper handlebars. Sick. And I'd drive home with my vegan food, and then I worked for Todd Oldham, the fashion designer.
Okay.
And I was his receptionist in his studio. And did that, and I worked at Spring Street Natural, another vegan place.
Dang.
And the Delia's catalog, it was like a teenage girls kind of catalog. My friend was the stylist, and I was the assistant. So
catalogs, I remember catalogs. Wow.
Yeah, it was like the cool girls catalog with like ball chains, and they were on skateboards, and we would. I was good money, assisting, right?
We're all in the fashion industry.
Steaming all the clothes and lining up all the ball chains and the sneakers.
I was at Nana.
Toby and I were.
And I was at Fat Farm.
Oh, yeah.
I was Nana in Soho for 4 years.
You probably know like Kevin Hatt, maybe photographer.
Probably.
Or like, you probably know same photographers.
Yeah, we worked across street from each other in Soho on Prince Street.
Get that invoice in and get that money. Yeah, because it was better than waiting tables,
Yeah.
And I would still wait tables while I worked those jobs. I was working I would do like 3 jobs at a time, because New York it's so
grinding.
It's so exactly. But you'd always get the free good vegan food if you worked at the rest,
Yeah, Angelica's was like a classic place for New York for many years, man.
Yeah.
Many years.
And so Spring Street too.
Yeah.
That was good.
We had so many people.
Not as healthy.
That might be like the original maybe vegan restaurant in Manhattan if you think about it. I don't know if it was around back then that was full vegan, because you go to 7A and have a vegan option.
Caravan of Dreams, which is still open. I just ate there last
still
week.
There.
And it was great. There's always like a waitress that's like talking to somebody, and then like somebody's playing music, and then you're like, can I get her? But then there's no one there, but then the food's good. It's like great. Yeah.
7A was my shit though, because you get like a veggie bowl with tofu at night.
Oh yeah.
2 in the morning.
Sidewalk.
What?
7A?
Yeah.
Well, Dojo. What about the Dojo burger?
Yo, you remember that?
I'm just smelling it
like
already.
$2 with brown rice and carrot ginger.
Oh.
Yo,
it was the best, but it was like fried. It was not really healthy.
I know, but that
fried soy.
There wasn't that many options back then.
It's like you're eating soy. You got your eating soy. There's commodities market.
Commodities. Can Avenue B or something?
You go, commodities.
How about Prana? You remember Prana health food stores?
I do. Yeah.
Oh,
our friends work there too.
I don't know how they ended up working. I mean, just get free stuff all the time.
And then there was Vegetarian Paradise, and then there was. What was it? We got a coffee. What was the one spot that we found out later on in life was not vegan, but they said they were?
It was
Zen Palette.
Zen Palette.
Zen Palette.
Oh, yeah, Zen Palette.
Yeah. Did you see
that was on Union Square.
Did you see the Bad Vegan doc?
No.
You heard about it? It's based on that restaurant in New York. What's it called?
Yeah, check it out.
Which one?
I can't remember the name.
Food and Wine, or what's it called?
Suen was good. No.
This was Food and Wine. What's it called?
And what would they do? They would put like body parts or something?
No, listen to that.
What was it?
I'll say the information about Bad Vegan after, but it's about a famous spot we knew in New York.
Okay.
Like all the drama behind everything that happened to it is really crazy.
Yeah.
It was a pretty big doc this year. Right. So while you're doing all that, you still doing stand-up too? Or are you doing stand-up music, everything?
I was just mostly doing music and but like in my house and not really performing. It became like a wallflower a little bit. And then it wasn't until I moved back out here in 99, started to audition for like commercials, and then I was the valet supervisor at the Standard Hotel. Wow. So I was like park all the cars for all the drunks there. It was, but it was really a scene. But it was I liked it there because it was insurance.
Standard was a scene.
Yeah.
The girl in the glass cage.
The whole thing, right? Yeah. But it was a little, it was a little douchey too. But it was great. I mean, it was a good place to work, get cash and get insurance and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I started to DJ after that. So I kind of like freed myself from, service jobs after 20 something years.
And then where were you DJing at? All around Hollywood and stuff?
Well, and how old were you around then?
I was in my 20s, or actually 30s already.
Okay.
Yeah, and I started to do like this party at this bar called Felt. It was like a lesbian party, like where Ellen met Portia, and like it was all the cool lesbians, and I was there DJing, and I would bring in my vinyl and my turntables, and like it was 2000 probably. Mm-hmm. So that was, then I started to DJ. I moved back to New York after 9/11 because I felt like the need to go back and be with everybody. My dad was still on the Upper East Side, my mom, my sister.
Oh wow.
So that was a good move because then I started to do my real comedy and perform on Avenue A, this bar Starlight, and I would do
Avenue A. Wow.
Between where and
I
where?
moved
it
in
was
2001.
it was on 12th, between 11th and 12th. And
okay.
It was like basically a little stage in the back and a DJ booth and about, enough for 30, 40 people.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
And I started to just do like once a week my wigs, and I would just have all these wigs and I'd line them up and go through all the characters and do all these characters. And my mom was one of them, the Christmas tree, and My Son Is Gay were two monologues that I did there a lot. Mm-hmm. And Jackie and Deborah, I would tape my nose up a lot. Like I heard
it written down. You tape your nose up to do a character that maybe became Linda or no?
It became Deborah, which is one of my YouTube characters. Okay. And I would be like at the beginning of the show, I would start with her because you'd always want to start with the nose taped up because you didn't want to show anyone the process. It was pretty hard. So I sometimes it would like you'd have to like hold on just like 5 more minutes, and you'd be like in the bathroom stall with your nose taped up, like praying, like please laugh at me, and but it was great. It was good venue to develop material. Yeah, and made me get on my feet every week, and the pressure to perform and be funny made me better writer and performer. Yeah,
and when you're doing impressions in your early life, are you always changing your voice up and doing things most of your life? Was that something that happened later?
I impersonated my mom a lot because she was from Brooklyn, and she is from Brooklyn. Yeah. And it was like I don't know, it's just something I impersonated early on. Yeah. And even in high school. So it just was there like all along. And I think probably once like SNL, maybe Linda Richmond came out, I was like, oh, this character's probably not, been done already, So it was until YouTube, like 10, 15 years later, and then I started doing my mom, which weirdly looks like Linda Richmond, but it's more, it's a different East Coast, but similar, like they're friends, and the tree, which I had from, the live show, we filmed that for YouTube right around Christmas.
Was it your YouTube page you started?
Yeah, I started with this director, Clay Weiner, who directed it. Okay. And then we had Owen Plotkin, editor from this from Now Corporation, great company, and he edited it so well. It's really short and sweet and easy to pass around for the holidays. So it became like an early viral kind of video. And it was the first time I started to get attention outside of this, mostly gay club on Avenue A with comedy and break into the, kind of, I guess, mainstream comedy, and then started to do comics, which was a club on 14th Street, and perform. Margaret Cho started to. I opened for her for like a year.
Yeah, I saw you went on tour. Yeah.
Yeah, we toured the whole country. We went to Australia, Glasgow. We went to UK, and what a great person to perform, with and open for.
And that was your first time traveling overseas?
Yeah, because
It's cool, man.
I was
with Margaret. That's sick.
Oh, to the best. Yeah,
God.
call her mother, and I was warm up child, and I would come out and do my thing, and the audiences were so nice.
Right.
I was like, this is like a dream, because you just get on the bus, touring, and we would just laugh and have so much fun, and
been so insane. Like how your set was like, how many minutes did you get?
25. Yeah,
Which
25 minutes.
Boom.
Yeah.
We have to play for an hour, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah. I mean,
25 minutes is kind of long too, isn't it? It's like 15 minutes.
Yeah. 20-25.
That's
at my
great,
wigs,
though.
I would
Perfect.
spread them all out on a table. And, just kind of bang through it, do a song, and that was it. But
that's cool.
That's so amazing.
Yeah, it was.
And it was. I mean, I guess it just translates. Comedy. In Australia, I don't know if it's different or the audiences, or you have people sitting there like, I don't think you're funny, mate. It's that.
It was the Sydney Opera House we played,
Wow.
which was crazy, and they had big screens, so you could zoom in on my stupid faces with all the wigs and stuff, because actually that really helps me, when you're in a big venue,
Sure.
so it was one of the best audiences ever, for sure. And it was like John Cleese that night, Martin Short, Louis C.K., Margaret, and me. Just opening for Margaret, but Margaret would, she was good, great like that to invite me along for all
The
that.
series was called Jack and Deborah. Is that the series?
Jackie and Deborah is a YouTube,
that's
the
okay,
video,
okay.
and then the tree, and my music videos are on there too.
Oh, on there, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, how do we get to Bob's Burgers? Like, what was that?
Yeah. So then Bob's happened after YouTube. And Holly Schlesinger is a writer on Bob's, and she worked with Lauren Bouchard and was like, you got to check this guy out. And Lauren really liked the character and wrote kind of, Linda based on my stuff.
That's so incredible.
It was like the weirdest, coolest way to get a job.
Right.
Because I'm really not great at auditioning, and I like to be part of the but you have to if you want to get stuff. But it's the best way probably kind of.
They found you on YouTube. That's pretty amazing, man.
Insane.
Yeah.
And they based it off of a character you're already doing.
I know,
so it's just
man.
Like kind of.
Yeah, and then all these amazing writers come in, and then then Linda pretty much was created with everyone kind of, joining in and, adding with their moms and, so it was just like a dream to have such a natural progression from that to this. And
there's like 237 episodes or something out.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, dude. I know, it's crazy.
It's so crazy. So the first one dropped 2011.
Yeah, and
were you into animation or any?
Well, I always I always thought like, wow, that would be an amazing job. And at the time, I had a pilot I wrote with Bob Odenkirk for MTV. And Michael Showalter directed it, and it was really, everyone loved it. And it was like gonna go, and it was all my characters, and then, something happened, and it didn't get picked up. And Bob's kind of swooped in there and saved the day, which was, the better job, actually, because, I think it's just nice to be a little removed. And have Linda kind of be out there and, kind of be behind the scenes a little.
It's like life-changing, it seems. I don't know. Probably a lot of things change for you in that.
Oh, for sure. 100%. Yeah. My whole life changed.
And you've done like over like 50, probably more characters on that show alone besides Linda.
Yeah.
Throughout the years.
A bunch of characters and, a lot of improv and things like that we were able to do. So Lauren's a great showrunner. He's very, patient and
and so where do you do that? So where do you do the voiceover stuff at for that, especially being on different coasts and the pandemic, all that? How does that work?
So the pandemic, we worked from home, which was very fortunate and like the best job probably to have at the time. So that was in the movie too, we pretty much get like little increments and record from home. Awesome. So but normally we're all in a studio together. Synced up.
On which coast? Out here?
Both coasts. So we'll be in the city, some of us, me and John Benjamin, sometimes Larry, and Eugene is in Boston. And then Kristen and Dan and guest stars and Lauren are all out in West Coast.
I mean, do you think you get a better performance if everyone's together as a group because you're feeding off that energy? Or
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
That's it. We're that's like our secret sauce there.
Right.
And we didn't have it for a little while because COVID, but
Yeah.
the writers just kind of took up the slack, and I was really impressed how they were able to be creative during that time because it was so depressing, and to be able to be funny, and it was like trying to write music, and I wrote a really sad song. I don't ever want to play for anyone. God, this is awful. But I did actually manage to write a little bit, but it was hard. It's hard to be creative.
Yeah.
So this first time, you wanted to be that person, but everything was so overwhelming.
It was so crazy.
It still
man.
is, but not as.
You
bad.
dropped that song "Looking" right in 2019.
Yeah, I wrote that with Big Black Delta as an artist.
Oh yeah.
And he's incredible. John Bates, great artist
That's
to
awesome.
work with, great producer, and we did 3 songs, and then I did a full-length album last year with Junior Sanchez.
Oh wow.
It's kind of house music,
Old school, yeah. Junior Sanchez, legend. That's cool.
and we had great remixes. Harry Romero and Tommy Sunshine, and I just wrote a new song with Junior coming out, and Baby Daddy from Scissor Sisters.
Oh, that's
I wrote a
awesome.
song with him, and the one with Junior's coming out this summer, and Tommy Sunshine did a great remix
That's cool.
of that song.
Yeah.
Very excited.
And were you in a
about it.
Blondie video, or was she in your video?
Well, Blondie did a song, or Debbie did a
Debbie,
song
yeah.
on my album, Lights Out.
What do we call her, Debbie or Blondie?
We call it Debs.
Okay.
No,
Debs.
Debbie. Yeah.
I saw her last night at this restaurant.
Oh, yeah?
She was like next to me. She looked amazing.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't say anything to her. I was like, oh my God, it's Blondie, but it was cool.
Well,
It was great.
she's a friend, and she's
Cool.
very supportive, and she asked me to do a song on the Blondie album on Pollinator, which was out in 2016. Love Levels, a song we did.
Okay.
And then she did my song with me, Lights Out.
wow.
It's awesome.
And she does my videos, like my YouTube stuff too. So she's really just
That must be like a dream.
it is a dream because she's so cool and
Yeah.
supportive, and Jersey girl, and just she's fierce. It's nice to know fierce women, and
She was like one of the first women rappers, if you think about it.
yeah.
Who else was rhyming back then? A woman back then? I don't really know.
Chantel.
Oh, Shantae.
Yeah.
Roxanne Shante.
Roxanne. Yeah, maybe you're right.
And Roxanne, the real Roxanne.
Okay. Well, maybe she
But
was like
Roxanne
one of the
Shante
first
was amazing.
white women to rap,
Absolutely.
right?
Well, she was with Fab Five Freddy,
Yeah.
doing that.
So cool. Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
think about her bars, she had bars too, man. Like just
Yeah.
thinking about it.
Yeah.
You
No,
seen her last night? I was like,
definitely.
damn, it's crazy.
I mean, it's really,
She's a legend.
definitely.
Yeah.
Legend.
Yeah.
No
was
doubt.
she ever on
so.
Bob's Burgers?
No.
That'd be kind of sick.
Yeah, I know. I guess it's the right part needs to come along.
Yeah.
But she was in my MTV pilot. We were. She was Fran, and we were our friends, and stuff. And she did a great job. She's a great actress too.
Yeah.
She acts.
So what is
Yeah,
like
she
a
does.
so what is like a weekly? So you record all these in advance, right?
Yeah.
Like,
About,
what is,
almost
like, the
a year.
process?
Almost like a year in
A
advance.
year, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
About 9 months. Yeah.
And then you're off for a while, then you do it again, or just stay consistent like that?
Well, usually, yeah, we pretty much have like a month or 2 off in the
Okay.
year, and then the rest we're recording
Every
you
day?
know. No, like once a week. Maybe we'll have a week off.
Yeah.
Nice.
We'll do some pickups, go back in and re-record some stuff.
Yeah.
They like punched up the jokes, and
But do you have to do you do like retakes or like, that was good, but let's try this again?
Yeah, I'll do something like, Lauren, let me try that again. I can do it
Oh,
better.
okay.
But or they will. They'll be like,
Yeah.
this sounds a little, maybe a little
Are they
softer.
like, is it like a time thing? Are they like, come on, let's do this? Or
Well-
do you feel pressure from that? Because I'm
Oh God,
so
no!
curious.
I mean, this
Okay.
job is like,
All right.
I could never work a real job again. I don't think
Damn.
after this
Right.
job, it's just too. I'm
How many years right now, Bob's Burgers?
like 10 or 11.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, I could work a real job. I could easily. I actually miss working in sometimes restaurants and stuff, the fun
Wow.
stuff like that. Just like the camaraderie and the hanging out. And
Yeah.
stuff.
Right.
But I if I had to wait on somebody now, I'd probably kill them.
Yeah.
But it seems like this could go on forever, like Simpsons. It could go on. It can just continue.
Yeah.
Like just I see no
mean,
end in sight, kind of,
knock on
Yeah.
wood.
But it's not like you have to worry about getting picked up every year, is it? Or just continues?
Sure, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
we're
Okay.
we're not the Simpsons, but we are. I mean, we're definitely doing great, and I can't
Yeah.
imagine we'll be canceled anytime soon.
Yeah.
But you never know. I mean, we're blessed to go this far and have a movie and have the fans that we have are so loyal and cool, and the network's been so supportive.
Are you able to collaborate with the writers? I would think so, since it's...
Yeah, I mean, with improv and stuff.
So it's pretty open.
Dan wrote an episode. He's a writer.
Okay.
I write. I mean, I wrote a pilot with John Benjamin and for Amy Poehler. That was really good and didn't get picked up. That was the last thing I wrote, but it was close again, too, and everyone really loved the script. But people don't want to hear stories
there's like one attempt, like, okay, I have this pilot, and it's like, oh, didn't get picked up. Is it like done?
It was for HBO, and then Amazon. Then they eventually passed, and then Amazon was into it, and then they passed. And then it was done.
Various networks.
Yeah, I think sometimes after a while, you just you don't want to be pitching all over the place, and people say no a lot though. But it was mostly a story about me being gay, living at home with my mom in New Jersey. But I'm sure there's not really a lot of stories about gay men in their 50s that the networks are clamoring for. That's a great demographic. We're not definitely the younger crowd. I think they're having much but it's a hard sell. Maybe I don't think about it, but it is, and it was musical too, and that also makes it a little complicated. Like maybe people get grossed out, but it was good. It was gonna be good music,
Yeah.
We had good, electronic kind of producers and stuff, but you never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so what's different about the movie that's something that's not one of the episodes? Like, what makes the movie special and different?
Well, the animation's really top notch. Stuff that they can't do on the show.
Yeah.
There's it's bigger. It's bigger.
I mean, when you say they can't do it on the show, it's because of
budgets and stuff.
Budget.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's just it's prettier animation.
Okay.
It's it's made for the screen. It's a big adventure kind of thing. It's a murder mystery.
Ooh.
Murder mystery.
All right.
Musical caper. Something like that. But everyone loved it. I mean, everyone had a great time in the theater. It's good. It's good. There's a great message for young girls with Louise's character. She's very, it's very cool storyline there. And and they really pull together as a family. It's all about, the Belchers love each other and they stick together.
Amazing family.
They're amazing family.
Are there any similarities to your life with your character and your family?
Mostly with Linda. My parents were divorced, and I had kind of like a stepdad with my sister. It's just me and my sister. It's a whole nother TV show. That was like the 80s.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'll save that for my own animated show.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but that's definitely I would have the Belchers are kind of a restaurant family.
Yeah.
Bob is really cool dad. My dad was not really anything like Bob. My dad's like a Brooklyn guy.
Was he like a tough?
Did he grow up in Bensonhurst?
Yeah, he was Brooklyn. He was a big guy.
Was he a tough guy? Like tough?
Yeah, but not too tough. Like he was, everyone loved him. He was a sensitive guy. He would cry at a movie, or
Oh, okay.
He was a character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cry a lot of movies. You cry at movies there?
Oh
Yeah, absolutely. Depending on the movie, especially in airplanes, we talked about.
Oh yeah,
this.
I cry in airplanes all the time.
I don't know why. I don't
baby
know
gonna cry when he flies. No, just kidding.
What are you saying, man?
Yo, whatever that one is with Jennifer Aniston, the dog. Oh my God. Marley and Me. Whatever it's called. Marley and Me. Yo, did you ever see that?
No.
It's horrifying. It's just a tearjerker from the jump.
What do they do to that dog? What does Jennifer Aniston do to that dog?
It's a tearjerker.
What does she do? Oh, I can't. Any dog thing, forget about it.
Yeah, any like animals or anything. I watched like The Help.
Oh yeah,
and I was just like, are you kidding me? I was like angry and then like teared up and just
a little
like,
emotional inside. You a little raw.
I was raw.
Yeah, that's good.
Do you find yourself talking Like Linda in real life on accident, maybe sometimes?
Sometimes, yeah. It's not very sexy for the husband here, but try not to do it in the bedroom. But
you get so into the character, you like say something or something?
Yeah, I mean, I sing a lot to my dogs, like Linda. I'll make like songs like, Danny's and Danny's a cookie. I'll do little songs to cheer them up and stuff. Well, especially when I'm feeding them, they like that. But,
dogs like music.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
I'm very, and my mom too is so Linda-esque. So,
was she so proud and so psyched for you?
Oh yeah, she's such a good sport about it, and yeah, I mean before that, it was my son, it was kind of like, one of these days you're gonna be successful, she was she's a tough critic, but I broke her.
Mm-hmm.
I broke her.
Okay.
But it's still never enough though.
East Coast is like a tough kind of love thing, man.
Yeah, like my cousin was like, well, what's your next move? Like, what are you going to do after this? Like, what you got to do? So you got to plan your next move.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, honey, we're going to take that money and run. No. I mean, there's other stuff we could do in our lifetime, but I like entertainment for now. Probably another 10 years of this and,
yeah.
And then go philanthropy or something good.
Yeah. So did you ever just want to be just full on acting and not doing voiceovers, not doing what you do?
No, I mean, I was excited
because you're acting now.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. This is the greatest, probably one of the best jobs in the town, I'd say, because it's so easy and you're not in a trailer, makeup on and, and it's, but I'd love to be, I have a couple lines in this movie Fire Island coming out.
Okay.
Bowen Yang and Joel Kim Booster. And it's really fun little role. And, so that was really fun to do. Yeah. And I would definitely do stuff like that.
Because people don't really recognize you. They probably recognize you. I don't know if do people see you in the street or run into you
sometimes,
somewhere?
Yeah, but not often. I mean, it happens and it's nice, but it's also nice that doesn't happen.
Yeah, because you get to have a successful show and nobody kind of knows they've seen your face, I'm sure, but
right, yeah.
It's kind of cool though.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. I mean, sure. I'd rather be just known for good work.
Of course,
it's not really craving celebrity. It seems like a tough gig these days.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know who would want to do that, but
I kind of like you get to do what you love. You're on an awesome show, and then you can just walk down the street.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's kind of cool.
For voiceovers.
The one thing I didn't realize for voiceovers, because Toby and I were always talking about I want to do that. You have
a good voice for that. I mean,
and so I was moving to LA, I was like, what's going on? How does it work? And they're like, it's a very small circle. And I was just like, okay. And I kept hearing that. I didn't realize how much acting was involved in being able to do a great, because the guy, I went to an agent and he was like, you got a great voice. He's like, many people have great voices, but it really comes down to your ability of acting and playing that character and making it believable.
Right.
And I was like, that totally makes sense.
You're not an actor?
No.
That's
I play one on stage.
He sings in a pretty big metal band called Sepultura.
Amazing. Okay, you're a musician.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. He's from Colombia, by the way.
Colombia. Bing, bing. I was almost speaking Portuguese. I'm sorry. He's like, we speak Spanish there.
But he's in a rock.
But so acting, I was like, they're like, you should take, some classes, and I was like, you know what, I think I will. I think it would definitely help. But now I'm starting to understand a lot more, and
I know a great teacher too. If you
absolutely,
she's really fun and doesn't take it so seriously. It's,
right. I mean, during the pandemic, I was like, oh my God. I was just like, I can't believe, they're like, well, it's $200 an hour, and I was like, $200 an hour,
yeah, man,
it was crazy.
Oh yeah, I mean,
did you take classes too?
No, and I even had an agent. I would audition. I mean, now I have nobody. I just got rid of all my reps because I just thought I don't want to audition anymore. I just want to enjoy this moment, and and I wasn't really. I thought I was doing good, but I wasn't really booking anything else. So I was like, it's getting embarrassing. But no, I mean that's normal. I mean, it is really hard. It's a hard nut to crack, and I got in, kind of slept in through the back door a little bit because it is a thing.
Yeah,
it's definitely a thing, and there's voiceover people they're cutthroat.
I'm gonna have to take them. I know. I was
probably
like,
like a whole different world.
This is like, I'm gonna have to
It
take
is another
somebody
world.
out.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like you're going out, man. You are going out.
But people hit you up to audition for different voices, different characters still, or they know you're busy with the show.
I mean, I've been asked a couple of times, and some things, sure. But you really got to put yourself out there, I think, for the most part, because there's so many people going for it. You know, no one's gonna be like knocking on your door.
Yeah, I know you. I know you're like in the dream position now. What you do is there something that you would love to try to do, as far as like voice stuff?
Well, just more music for sure.
Okay,
keep writing and doing that. If there was another show, like another creator, like Lauren or something like that type of situation, where you get in on the ground up and or develop something.
What about like a Nemo, like a Finding Nemo 3?
Yeah,
one of those things. That's
I think
the
thing is I'm not that big a celebrity in that sense. Where what I realized with those movies and why I stopped working with my agent was that they're just casting celebrities, so I was like, even being nominated for this is not enough, in a lot of ways. So I was like, screw this shit.
Right. Yeah.
I'll take that money.
But you were nominated for an Emmy or something? Emmy?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was really exciting.
That's exciting, man. Yeah, like just to be acknowledged for all that, like.
Yeah, it was insane. I took my mom.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was really something else.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming at all, but
yeah, just to be acknowledged for that, and it's like, people watching, people see what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like it's not.
I think so. As long as people enjoy it, and it's a great show to be a part of. That's the best case scenario.
Yeah. What was the last job you had? Like real job before this?
Real job.
I'm not saying this is a real job. You know what I mean? Like Angelica's
no,
or
this
something.
is not a real job.
I mean, you do what you love. It's amazing. So it's like really not. Yeah.
I was a DJ at the Cock in New York City.
Hello.
Which is a gay club.
The Cock.
And I remember recording the pilot, and I was like, the email were like, I think I'm, done, working there, because they were like, it was a great job actually. It was like great cash, there all night and fun, and but it was up, staying up till 4 a.m.
It's a New York life, man.
I know, and then I just wanted to kind of wake up, like early, and just so Bob's kind of saved the day there.
Wow,
started to perform live, and get money from that, and the pilots and stuff like that.
Yeah. So do you still go out and do stand up now?
I haven't in a little while, so. I'm sure I will perform, something soon. I think what did I do? There was the night like Draw This or something. Where you tell a story and they animate behind you.
Oh,
kind of stuff.
That's cool.
It's really cool. Picture This, yes.
I picture you did that.
Yeah. And a night with like Bo and Yang and Joel Kim Booster, and they're like genius stand up. So. I think, probably for now, just focus on music. And
I was going to ask you, music seems like a big passion of yours.
Yeah, definitely. And write, maybe try to write another pilot.
Have you performed like music live and did some shows before?
I did one show before COVID at School Night.
Okay.
Which is really cool night there.
That's in New York?
It's here in LA.
Oh, okay.
At Bardot. Bardot, across from Capitol Records.
Okay.
And that was great. It was a really fun show, and I have a live drummer because it's a lot of electronic beats, but now I'd like to come back with the drummer and some backup singers,
cool, and drummer.
Just to give it and live backup singers to give some harmonies and give it more of a live element. But I'll definitely be doing it by the end of the year.
That's cool.
Come out here and do some shows and stuff.
Very cool.
And then we talked about earlier, and that I saw that all the vegan websites are posting that Bob's Burgers has like an Impossible or Beyond. So how did that come about in the movie?
Well, I know Impossible reached out to Disney, and they're serving some stuff for the premiere of the Bob's Burgers movie, and it was a burger named after Linda. Awesome. So it's like the Linda burger, and I worked with Impossible before. I did my mother's meatball recipe on their website. It was Margie's Balls.
Oh, that's
all
right.
And
that's sick.
Delicious. You just basically garlic, and you could do vegan Parmesan and breadcrumbs, Italian breadcrumbs. Little balls, bake them in the oven, put them in your favorite sauce, and delicious. I mean,
do you cook a lot too?
Well, I cook a lot of Italian stuff.
Yeah.
My husband cooks a lot more cool, like, he's making nice soups and
Nice.
good Colombian
good soup
stuff. And really good soup during COVID was like the
right.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, it was like Little House on the Prairie and soup.
I was hooking
like,
you up, man.
You were cooking. You have a great lentil soup. It was so good.
Thank you.
That's nice. Yeah, lentils are awesome.
Banana bread was like a big trend during the pandemic.
It was like,
too.
there's no more bananas. It was like,
Yeah, right.
it's like, where did all the bananas go?
Right.
Like, everyone's like, hey.
So that's cool. It's in the movie though. That's cool. It's like a vegan option in the movie. That's sick.
No, it's great. And, I think Impossible, I think it's a good product in terms of like it's tasty and it's, animal cruelty, stopping that,
Yeah.
from happening. It's great.
Was that something you got into working at Angelica's?
Yeah, it's something I learned about a lot.
Yeah.
Organic farming, and I read that book, Diet for New America.
Me too. That's what got me to go vegan. My wife too.
Yes.
I still have that book. Yeah.
Right.
OG. That's original. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's corporate farming and all the horrors there.
Yeah.
And it's still extremely relevant, especially now with the pandemic and everything that happened. And,
Yeah.
and still, we're still kind of it's still happening.
It's true, man.
So.
I think a lot of people would turn their health regimens around during the pandemic for sure.
You would think so.
I hope so.
Well, bacon too, like I was handing out Impossible burgers on the red carpet, and I was like, have some bacon, motherfuckers, and I was like, oh God, I went too far. Like the people from Impossible were like, I was like, meat is murder,
Wow.
in a fun way, in a fun Linda way, yeah. Then I was like, I went too far. But pigs are, they're such sweet creatures, and they're so smart.
They're the smartest farm animal.
Yes, they are. They're gorgeous.
It's so fucking cool. That's so cool. That's the one thing I did not know about you.
I'll help with the pigs,
yeah.
and I help with this the Sado project.
Okay.
Is they rescue dogs from Puerto Rico, where they call it the Dead Dog Beach, and people dump their dogs there, and they take them back here.
Wow, I
And
never knew
they
that.
rehabilitate them, and I worked with for Ukraine, saving a lot of the animals and placing the animals with the owners so they wouldn't be separated.
Oh man, it's amazing.
Which is cool because imagine having to flee with your pet.
Dude.
Yeah.
That was a good one, and there's Badass Brooklyn Badass. Is that
Brooklyn Vegan?
No, it's another animal rescue.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
Local
That's
ones.
cool. You're fully involved in that stuff.
I like to donate and do what I can, especially now that I'm making some money. And
Right.
can do that. That feels good.
And it's such a different world. There's so many options everywhere you go to eat vegan. There's so many options
man.
everywhere. It's just,
gluten-free, vegan.
Yeah.
I mean, even in New Jersey, and there's a place called Greens and Grains. They do amazing vegan stuff, and it's really catching on. Finally.
Yeah, the world's changing, I think, for that. I think people are more conscious about what they're putting in their bodies and connecting it to climate, everything. I think people being... Because before it was like, take a short shower, drive this electric car. But then you could eat a hamburger that's like gallons of water. It's like... kind of defeats the purpose,
Yeah.
I think people are putting two and two together now.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, the everything is out there. You can read about it. You can really learn a lot more. I think people are becoming more educated about it instead of like putting their head in the sand and like, I don't want to know. And
Where it comes from,
especially when it starts. I think what really changed a lot was the fact that it was having an effect on their health.
Sure.
It can only go so far with this way that we've been going with the slaughtering and all the chemicals that are being put into it, and it has an effect on you. It's like, okay, there's something wrong with me now. Like it's really becomes very personal.
Sure.
And when your doctor is like, hey, you need to eat more vegetables.
Right.
Stop eating
It's true.
meat.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, now they start reading more. It was inevitable that it was going to happen. And I definitely have noticed in the U.S., like, because I lived outside the U.S. for 20 years, and just seeing it from the outside, I was like, oh my God, every time changing. But I think the health thing was like, hit people hard, so they're like, I have to change.
Yes. That's a wake up call.
It's crazy how our parents always try to make us eat vegetables. They're like, fuck that, I don't eat those vegetables. And they weren't doing it because they were thinking about the planet, just because they were healthy. Like that was an important part of your meal. But nobody wanted either green beans or asparagus and all that shit.
Well, they're not as tasty as like a sloppy burger for some people. It's like a comfort thing,
Yeah.
And I think
convenience too.
Comfort eating and convenience. Yeah, people don't plan properly, but
I
people
hated
love.
Brussels
People are like, I love my bacon. I'm never giving it up.
Right.
But then it's like, well, what if you saw like a pig slaughtered, or would you think differently, or would you still eat it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and also it's like, would you want to support those companies that don't give a fuck about you or the planet or the environment or the animals? Like three major things. So it's like, you're going to give your money that you work for to that company and support those bastards.
Yeah.
That's right.
They're like, and then that hits people really hard, I think. When I approach people, I'm like, why would you support that?
Especially during the pandemic, the way they treated everybody. And now it's coming out now that they said there was a shortage of meat just to get everyone to work. And
wow.
Those factories are just
it's
awful.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
There's these things called the pig vigils we used to go to, and you go down to Farmer John's slaughterhouse, and then the truck stopped, the police stopped the trucks. I brought my son when he was younger. You feed the pigs, you give them water, apples, and then the truck goes away, and then they get slaughtered. But I would bring my friends who weren't vegan down there, and they'd be like, holy shit, they have a connection, because the pig's looking at you in your face like they're having this moment with a human before they get murdered by the humans. But you get to, it's heavy, dude.
Oh God.
But I would bring my friends who were vegan, they'd be like, holy shit, like it. Just seeing that, like that's on your plate, just like that's the reality of it. But nobody really wants to see that. I'm.
They don't.
They don't. But
the world is a mess, and people are just like, look, I just want to eat. Like,
but everybody wants is always searching for the truth. I need the truth. I know the truth. It's like, you can't handle the truth.
It's true though. It's true.
Really, really true.
But that's so cool. So whose idea was it to get that into the movie? Was that something you inspired?
Well, I don't know that it's in the movie.
Well,
I think it was just more the promotion, tied in with the promotion.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I try to always, when they ask me, because they always ask us our favorite burger of the day.
Oh, that's cool.
Every time. So I always promote the veggie burgers, and
awesome, man.
But Lauren and all those guys, they like meat. So good luck changing their minds, but I think they're doing less now. Lauren's wife is vegetarian. I think they eat a lot less. I think he stopped eating red meat, actually.
So you're
gossiping about Lauren.
You're East Coast based now, for now, right?
Back to the East Coast, Brooklyn and.
Do you miss
Jersey.
California or no?
Yeah, every time we come here, we have a great time, and I have a lot of good friends here, and it's always relaxing, and we'll hopefully come back. Yeah. And maybe I'll start to look for some more work, and
you can work anywhere. You can
for now.
You can live anywhere for what you do.
For Bob's, yeah.
Yeah. You still like the winter? You enjoy the winter still out there?
Not really. I like about a month of it with the fireplace, and then so maybe we'll come out here for the winters.
The holidays is nice on the East Coast, and the season's changing. I do miss that.
Absolutely.
Like the leaves
up until right after Christmas, and then January, February, March is pretty. Yeah. Can get a little. Like The Shining, we just like Pelotoned a lot this year. And,
oh, you did that? Okay.
Because Omicron was raging, for January, so we just kind of like hung out and just ate healthy, worked out, did sober January, February.
Nice. Peloton versus the Omicron.
Right. Yeah.
I was gonna ask you have any like daily rituals you do? Like you work out, you meditate, you eat, drink coffee. What you do?
Mostly Peloton.
Nice. Oh,
yeah? And what do we do?
Peloton's sick.
The volcano. We're smoking some of the bud.
Okay, respect.
One time selector.
We do that. That's right.
This herb is for the healing of the nations. Rastafari.
That's right.
Okay, so Peloton, some weed.
Yeah. Not in that order, but sometimes. But it relaxes me. OCD and general anxiety disorder.
Okay.
All the fun stuff. But
no meditation, yoga, none of that stuff.
Yeah, a little bit sometimes, but we're trying to switch more into that. That is the best. Like David Lynch has that cool foundation for meditation.
Oh wow, okay.
Transcendental meditation.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty
cool.
My
wife, Moon does that. My wife learned about that.
That's excellent.
She does that. Yeah, she can just block me out anytime she wants. She just goes into it.
That's a blessing for her. Absolutely.
It's no joke. That's no joke. Yeah.
It's probably the healthier version of what I'm doing.
Okay.
But we're
you like a sober guy or not? Well, obviously the weed, but
depends. Yeah, I mean now with weed, but alcohol I like to take a break from, not do it all the time. I mean, COVID, some of those months, you're drinking every night, you're having a beer or something, But it's I probably feel the best when I'm not drinking for sure.
Yeah. And were you like a crazy partier as a kid?
Not so much. I always stuck to beer and weed. I never went beyond that.
Yeah.
So. and not as a kid. I didn't really drink in high school, but more so a little in college, and then I came out here and had started to get into tequila a little bit.
Okay.
And then I was like, okay, I got to reel this in, because it's heavy duty stuff, it's not great for your body. Yeah.
I used to call it tequila.
It's tequila.
No joke.
It's no joke. I hate it. The smell of it just makes it. I'm like, oh.
It's like paint thinner.
Yeah. It's like bad memories too.
It definitely gets your nerves frayed a little bit. And I don't like that feeling.
Yeah.
But,
what's the one that has like there's a worm in the bottom?
Yeah, that's tequila.
Tequila
Okay.
or mezcal or something.
Oh, mezcal
like
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I heard those are intense.
brutal.
Yeah.
red wine, a glass of red wine
nice.
at night is nice, healthy for you.
Yeah. What do they call that as a name for that fancy word about the like the pink wine, or what is it called?
The after
Chardonnay or something. Yeah, I don't know.
Chardonnay.
He doesn't drink, so
Rosé.
Rosé.
You get the Angelina Jolie rosé.
Was that
Which always gives rosé gives you the shittiest shit breath ever.
really?
Oh yeah, wine
Worse than
does
coffee?
Too. I think yes.
Okay.
It's like a
horrible.
sweet shit breath. Rosé. And that's never sexy.
So you guys don't drink coffee, really?
Espresso.
Okay, what's it?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the difference of that then, espresso and coffee?
Well,
definitely hard hitting.
espresso's for gay men.
Okay.
And no, just kidding.
I love it too.
No, that's right. It's not just for gay men. Espresso.
I tried
we
it
got
once, probably.
We got the Smeg espresso maker.
Okay.
And it's
that
like
some of the
it's
high-end shit?
exciting.
Okay.
Yeah, it does like the and then like
Okay.
your thing's coming out, and then we started. Now we're starting to drink a little too much, like another one.
Yeah.
And then you're like waking up at 4 a.m.
Can't sleep and shit. No
Yeah.
joke.
So you got to reel it back. But I like espresso. It's good. Coffee's a little too heavy for.
It fucks my stomach
It
up,
fucks
man.
up your stomach. Yeah.
So
Yeah. I don't want that.
like people
Yeah.
know, but you don't know because kind of just meeting. But I never tried drugs, alcohol, weed, cigarettes, nothing my whole life.
Ever.
Straight edge my whole
Awesome.
life. Just tried coffee 2 years ago.
Wow.
It's a crazy fucking
Yeah.
drug.
That's great.
I was
It
like,
makes me jittery and shittery and
Yeah.
dehydrated. Take a nap, take a crap.
Sure.
But I love it.
But you're loving it. Yeah. Yeah, no.
I have a love-hate relationship.
Well, it's good for you, coffee. I think it
I
does.
heard.
It's good for your bowels and stuff. Keeps you clean down out. I
I'll
think
into focus too. I heard.
maybe focus. Yeah, good for memory. That's why. Yeah, espresso's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely better than weed for memory.
But I feel like it's
yeah.
definitely a
Yeah.
I can't say drug. I guess the caffeine because it's very addicting.
It is a drug.
It's extremely
What's-
addictive.
But now he's
it's
got me.
safer.
Now he's got me on the Maz, which is like a yerba mate.
Uh-huh.
It's from South America, and
Yeah.
it's 0 calories, 80 milligrams of natural caffeine.
Yes.
Wow.
Super nut. And it's very.
And they're
known
not
in
even
South
they're not even a
America,
sponsor.
yerba
I'm just saying
mate.
because I fuck with it every day. It's plant
too.
based. It comes
It's
from the
cool.
jungles
wow.
of the Amazon, and it's like this is my replacement for that. You know?
I get into
Absolutely.
that. Yeah.
There wasn't a plug. That was a plug.
We'll give you some at the end
Yeah.
of this.
Thank
And
you.
then I
Try
wash it
out.
down with my
Thank you.
liquid death to keep me hydrated from the
Absolutely.
caffeine.
Yeah, those
This
are my
is
two
great.
go-tos.
Straight from
actually.
the Alps.
Straight from the Österreich,
And
from
listen,
the
and listen,
Austrian
and these are-
Alps.
and these lollipops, not even a sponsor on the podcast,
These.
but they
This
clean,
was
they,
my-
they clean your teeth. They're sugar-free, gluten-free, nut-free,
What?
vegan,
Yeah.
non-GMO,
Oh, come on.
natural flavors. And the girl was on Entrepreneur Magazine. She was like 16 or 17. She created these vegan lollipops, and they're
Wow.
fucking
Right?
amazing.
They're amazing,
He
right?
turned me on to them.
I got back from a tour. A friend of mine, she was like,
Yeah.
"Yo, have some of these." And it's like,
They're
these are
guilt-free
amazing.
lollipops.
They're amazing.
And that's not even a plug. I'm not going to get paid for this shit. I'm just saying because I
Right.
fuck with them.
Yeah.
You know what the best time
doesn't
is?
wanna
Late
help?
night where I'm like, I'm so hungry. And then it's
Late
just
night
like, it's
snacking
late,
is the
and then I'm like,
worst.
you know what? This
That's
will
the
be
worst.
my go-to.
I know.
And it works. These work. They will be like, you know what? I'm not hungry anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good to
Called
have.
Zollipops.
Yeah.
Lollipops.
We like some plant-based cookies.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
You fuck with Uncle Eddie's? Or what kind you mess with? You
Some
know?
kind of peanut butter ones that we've been doing. You tried Not Milk yet? Not Milk?
No.
No.
Okay, did you guys like milk? The taste of milk? This is the
No.
closest thing to
In my
milk
cereal, yeah.
I never
in your
liked
cereal, which is what
Yeah.
I'm doing a lot
Okay.
now. With my checks in the morning, I get my Not Milk and my checks. And Not Milk's you get at Whole Foods. But
Okay.
it's really tasty.
Yeah, because some of the
Really
rice
good.
milk's like so watery.
You can make ice cream with it too, though. If you get, the vegan ice cream.
Okay,
It's
I never even
good.
heard of that.
Not Milk.
It's,
seen the
Yeah.
ads.
it's
Yeah.
some new shit.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
here's a serious question: do you have any regrets in your life?
Oh, well, probably a couple of people I dated.
Okay.
But not too much. No, this is
Okay.
kind of a waste of time.
I like that.
Yeah,
Everybody has such a different answer to that. You know what I mean?
True.
yeah. I mean, you live and you learn.
Yeah.
So the only way to do that is to, fuck up a little bit.
Yeah, and learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, but for the most part, feel pretty good about my decisions and my path.
You seem like a good human.
Thank you. I try. That's the idea, right? Try to keep doing that. I'm not, I get road rage a little bit when I'm driving through Staten Island, and they all voted for Trump. They always
Strong
it's very
Island.
Trumpy there. My cousins are from Strong Island,
home of the Wu-Tang.
Yeah, but that's about it. My road rage. David could tell you.
Did you like New York hip hop growing up?
Oh yeah. I mean, I love De La
90s.
Soul and Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah.
I mean,
Positive
Busta
shit.
Rhymes. Like, those are my favorite, I think.
Great.
Great. Yeah, I mean, I love, like, Rob Ace. And, I remember seeing him in Jersey Shore in high school. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Seeing him live.
I just saw a video of him somewhere live, and it was like at the Apollo or somewhere, and I was like, oh, man, I forgot how good this was.
That beat was sick. I mean, it's still
got people
just...
like, oh. It's like, oh my God, here we go.
Did he have another song after that though? It Takes Two. He had to have another one.
Well, he had Joint
Pump
Pain.
It Up, Pump It Up, and Rain.
Yeah, he sang that live.
Sunshine
and
rain.
Rob Bass, the one you know. Yeah,
he sang it that night. Yeah.
Okay.
And I used to know the words to "Knock in the Boots." I think I auditioned for a boy band in like 1990. That was my song, "Knock in the Boots," and I was like dancing like this, like for the audition, like that
like,
dance like that, right? Yeah.
Back then.
Yeah, I did like that dance.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I could do one of my raps. It's really for you. Ready?
What you got?
All right. Okay. I might laugh.
Okay, it's okay.
I'm not gonna look at it.
It's all right. Yeah, here we go.
Nailed to a cross and I can't seem to get down. That's the first line. It's so stupid.
I was like, oh, here we go.
I know. That was one of them.
Yeah, that was the beginning of it. It's so stupid. Nailed to a cross. Right? Who am I? Who was she? Who was she back then? She was nailed to a cross.
Brian Austin Green was not your inspiration.
He was not. No, yeah. I was trying to do like serious
Mark.
stuff. I had like a Doors rap. It was like, let me jump into the open sky and get high. I don't know. It was probably I was probably more PM Dawn.
All right.
PM Dawn was sick.
I liked PM Dawn. Yeah.
PM Dawn was sick.
Yeah,
Break
like
It Dawn.
trippy raps and stuff.
We talked about Delight earlier. Delight was insane too.
Delight was like,
my God.
yeah, they were. So when I was starting college. I was 17, and they would be out at the clubs, and like he would DJ.
So cool looking too, with glasses.
Yeah. I mean, I know her now through friends.
Right.
She's still in New York.
So, yeah, how is she?
Yeah, she's around, and she's making music, and she's doing stuff.
So tell me if this is. Did she have like a battle? I don't even know why I'm talking about. But did she have like a big court thing with Sega?
Oh yeah, she did.
So that's
was facts.
for
I remember
real.
hearing that too.
Okay.
Yeah. They used like a character that looked
imagery,
exactly like her. I don't think
I hope she won that.
I don't think she
No,
did.
she did not
No.
win.
That song is still. I still hear that song. Groove is in the Heart. Still, it's such a
That
big
album
song.
is one of my top 10 favorite albums of all time. You listen to it all like front to back. It's like a DJ set list. Like it's just the
She's
samples.
so cool.
I used to see her walk on Lower East Side and shit back then.
I only met her
like,
in Brazil.
so cool.
Like a friend of mine was like, do you know this Lady Kira? She's coming here to DJ. And I was like, what? I was like, really? And he's like, you want to come hang out? I was like, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then, it was when I drank and I was like, I had just like whiskey. And she was like, I think I have some too. And just like hanging out. I was like, you are so cool.
Were you low-key
and she had her
crushing?
hair. I had a low-key crush. I mean, she's charming.
Sure.
She's so cool. I mean, she's worked with incredible artists.
Yeah. All the funkadelic guys.
Yeah,
and
all those guys. I was like, damn.
I mean, if you look at their live shows from when D-Light, that first album, when they were performing, and Bootsy's playing with them.
Yes.
And, it's like, it's beyond. Those songs. So good.
I was just so happy she was so cool.
She's down to earth.
So I guess she does DJing gigs. She travels around probably.
Yeah, she DJs. Yeah.
Still in New York though. Is she from New York?
She's from I think Ohio, like Midwest or something. But she's real New York.
That's where he's from.
Yeah, Ohio.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know why woo-wooing.
I've been to Ohio with Margaret.
You're like, really?
Yeah, a lot of people tour there, Ohio, right?
I know.
Venues.
They do.
Yeah, it's definitely. Another question: you optimist or pessimist? But you seem like a totally positive person.
Well,
or realist or whatever.
Sometimes I could be doom and gloom a little bit, like what's going on in the world. But David, we have
a witness.
David's watching. Ultimately positive. Try to stay positive. See the positive side
true,
of
David?
things. But
Okay.
Shut up.
Yeah, I mean, we all. I mean, it was hard for everybody. The most positive people I know, like going through it was a crazy couple.
Well,
years,
I'm I'm a hypochondriac.
Me too.
Yeah, so it was my nightmare, and like the wiping down the groceries and the things.
Too.
Like there was that video of the old guy with the ponytail wiping the groceries down. Did you see that? He weirdly looks like my dad a little bit, but I was like sending it to everyone. Like I sent it to Debbie Harry and stuff, because it was like, and he's like, first you take it, like it was like the most frightening, like yeah, it was terrifying.
We would come on our back porch, spray on the groceries, take off all my clothes, go in the shower. My son had a gas mask. I'll show you a picture. We were bugging.
Oh, me too.
Now it's like whatever, but back then I was. You didn't know.
Oh, the first couple of days when they shut down, like he walked outside and I was like, he's got it on his feet. He brought the COVID. He brought
you
the
were in
COVID
New York
in his
too, right?
Well, yeah, we were in Jersey. Yeah, we went to Jersey, but we didn't go back to the apartment in Brooklyn for a while because I was like, elevators were terrifying.
Yeah,
no,
that would be.
That was the thing in New York. Everybody's on top of each other. We have houses and we're spread out.
New York was.
That was sad,
and then it's like it's in the farts. It's in the farts. And there's always a fart in the elevators in New York. Like every elevator, there's a fart waiting.
Every day there was something new. How it could get to you. It could fly. It could jump. It could close.
Right.
That's why I didn't touch anything. I had gloves.
Oh man, I know, and still we didn't get it yet, but we're
It was the same stuff going on with the plague, Black Plague. Right. If you read about all this stuff, they had no idea. So everything they're like, oh, it could be this.
Well, now we got monkeypox.
I didn't even go deep into that. I saw that. Yeah, it's some news.
Yeah, but it's of course gay men because we're we like to rub up on each other and stuff. But that's that's just reported.
Is it really talking about monkeypox now?
Yeah. Don't look now. There's a monkey on your back. Yeah, that's
now you told him.
So being a hypochondriac, you were flipping during this whole shit. You would trip.
Well, I have tough. Yeah, and the OCD of it all too. Like, oh, you just touched your, you took your mask off, you touched your sunglasses, you touched something exhausting for your mind. And still to this day,
are you still crazy about it?
But
or no?
No, I mean, I'm
2.5
my
years
mom
ago.
got it. She's 78. She was fine. Now that she, I can't be. My mom got it, she's fine.
But back then it was scary. The news, everything.
Before the vaccines, for sure. Once the vaccine, I was definitely could relax a little more.
Yeah.
But before that, I had us on lockdown. It was pretty. It was our honeymoon.
Yeah.
We just got married too, so it was like the COVID honeymoon challenge.
And you made it through that. Congrats, that's incredible.
We made it through. Yeah, we did with a lot of
that tested
Peloton.
a lot of relationships. That tested a lot of relationships.
Yeah, a lot of people were like,
either splits, Phil, or not. Or
they're like,
united.
I actually fucking hate you. I really hate your face, and I hate your mouth, and I hate everything about you.
Oh, that was the one thing I heard.
With the kids,
the worst.
Yeah, like, God, I hate my kids.
Not Max's age, but younger kids, like toddlers and shit. Like Max.
Yeah.
Because I was like, my wife would be in that room. I'd be in that room. My son be in homeschooling here, or the online school.
Yeah.
Right. We graduated on online. It sucks, but like we were spread out and shit. But yeah.
Oh yeah, that was.
I
tough
can imagine
for the
being on
kids,
top of each other in one bedroom,
Yeah,
or just wherever people lived.
I know.
It's fucking gnarly, man.
We did it though. I guess we're like a stronger. We're stronger now because of it, I guess.
Yeah.
Are we? Or just yes. Or we're just damaged. We're all. We just don't.
A little
admit
both.
It. We are. Yeah, a little both.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, for sure.
So May 27th, the movie's out.
The big movie.
Yeah.
My goal is to make this episode drop Monday for you. I've never done it. I'm doing it for you because I love you.
Yeah,
and I'm psyched for the movie.
Bob's Burgers
because I have episodes banked and they're all set up. But I talked to my dude. If I upload it today, I like to drop this Monday for him.
Thank you.
It'd be nice.
I'll
you know
Venmo you. I will Venmo
Stop. But if for some reason it doesn't, May 27th,
yes,
this movie's in theaters everywhere.
Everywhere. Get dressed up if you want in your favorite Bob's Burgers costume or wig or not. Or dress as your favorite movie character from another movie.
Yeah.
I'll be going as Tootsie from Dustin from Tootsie. Yes, right.
Sick.
You
gonna go see it in the theaters too?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna sit in the back.
Yeah.
Sit in the back all creepy, watching it, see who's laughing and stuff.
That's exciting. You're like,
oh man, yeah.
You're like a major part of a movie going. It's pretty awesome.
It's unbelievable. It's very surreal. I don't
Yeah.
Very, still can't. It hasn't sunk in. Yeah, right. I think when we go back into New Jersey and stuff, I'll just be like, let's cry. Oh my God.
Are you like a harsh,
like the swan? Like I'm beautiful.
The swan.
No.
Are you a harsh critic of yourself?
Oh my God, the worst. Yeah, terrible. Yeah.
You critique all your shit.
Yeah, that's why it's good to work with other people. And I worked by myself for too long. That's why my music never happened, because I would be like, writing a song by myself, and then I would, delete it, or the sampler would crash, or, I'd be like, I hate my voice. I have a hard time listening to my voice, for sure.
Really?
Getting better at it, though, for singing, yeah.
Okay.
But that's good, too. I mean, I think with singing, there's a lot of vowels and things that you shouldn't, like, your voice isn't good at singing, right? Like things you should stay away from, and like note your key and things, and
sure,
but and that all helps. But yeah, I've gotten to a place where I'm like, okay, this sounds good, I like this, but I'm tough on myself.
You think that's why you did other people's voices, because you don't like your voice?
I don't know. I don't know if there's a thing where people have a hard time listening to themselves.
I can't listen to my music back either, or something recorded. I can't hear myself, or I won't even listen to a podcast, to be honest. It's just weird hearing yourself. I don't know.
Or maybe
I force myself.
You have to force yourself.
Maybe
right?
I suck. No.
But you are, you definitely are worse critics. I think.
Yeah.
Are you critical of all your shit?
I never like to watch videos of stuff that I've done, and I usually don't. But then I kind of force myself to, because I was like, you know what, I'm never going to do that again. After watching, I was like, you know what, I'm going.
That's how you learn.
Yeah,
you're going to learn to be a better performer.
Exactly.
I think performing live is the best, though.
Yes.
And not looking at yourself, just doing show after show after show. You get your groove on.
Absolutely. Yep.
Do you have any major inspirations, like artists or authors or anybody, writers or?
So many, yeah.
They change a lot during your life.
Yeah, I mean, musicians like Prince. I loved Prince and Pee Wee Herman, Paul Rubens, a lot of old SNL people.
Yeah, SNL has been getting. Have you watched SNL consistently?
Not, I had an audition and I didn't get it, so I was like bitter Betty for a couple of years, but then I started to watch again. Yeah.
It's gotten better. It's gotten.
Oh yeah,
I
love Bowen, and it is. It's a great cast, and
there's
for sure I can watch and laugh. But growing up, it was a different SNL. Growing up, it was more character based and things like that, which I loved, like Martin Short, and there's authors, playwrights that I used to admire growing up, like Harvey Fierstein used to write stuff about AIDS and things like that before anybody, and I was attracted to that as as a young closet case. I would I'm like, I want to do this one, and there was obviously a reason, but there's so many artists, and I mean, I'm inspired by a lot.
I have a portrait of Prince on my ass, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Excellent.
I love fucking Prince.
Prince changed my life.
Yeah.
I loved Madonna. Was my first concert. The radio.
Her tattooed, right?
I have a tattoo of Madonna. I'm in a Madonna book too. I met her. I have a whole story.
Excellent.
I covered her song Like a Prayer back in the 90s.
Oh yeah. I saw the Virgin tour. Beastie Boys opened for her.
Wow.
That was my first concert ever.
That's a great first concert.
Radio City. Wow. And it was still. I just watched that concert on YouTube and was just blown away by how she was just, it's like John Travolta in the 70s, just that, that thing that nobody else had. And,
That's a great first show. Wow.
Yeah.
Did you go to punk shows at CBGB's, or were you part of that scene at all?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, my friends were in bands Toilet Boys and
Toilet
Candy
Boys.
As, Guy, that's how I met Debbie, through Guy, and Toilet Boys and Lunatics. I love,
Lunatics.
Squid did my tattoos.
No way.
Yeah.
Shout out to Squid. We love Squid.
Yeah.
I just saw them in Vegas. Yeah.
Well, they just played recently at Webster Hall this year, and they just blew me away. Like,
wow, you went to the show?
Yeah.
Nice.
I
Shout out
love
to the
that
fucking
scene.
Lunatics, man.
Yeah.
I did a bunch of shows in the back of the day with Rance at the Limelight, actually.
Yeah.
Great band.
Yeah. So I love like the rocker scene. Like I go to Squeezebox a lot back in the day, and that the punk rock drag queens and that kind of thing were, kind of, my heroes that, inspired me for a lot of comedy too. Actually, that's why I'm inappropriate.
You remember Misunderstood?
Yeah.
He was my next door neighbor.
Oh wow.
On Fifth Street.
Yeah.
So fucking cool back then, because we'd be coming home at 5 a.m. from the Limelight. He'd be coming home. It was cool.
Oh yeah.
Really cool.
I love like Linda Simpson and Lady Bunny and Mistress Formica and Sherry Vine, Jackie Beat. A lot of great drag queens. Man. Yeah. Really good.
So, did you come out as a teenager or in your adult life?
Probably I was like 19. I wrote my mom a letter, and then I based My Son Is Gay video I did on YouTube on that letter. I wrote her the letter, and
wow, that's beautiful.
It was like
man.
all the the stages that she went through. She had no She
clue,
did,
or she was,
and she had gay friends too. But
Right.
I think her generation was more like it's a cursed kind of sad, lonely life for in their mind. It's like the lonely gay. You know, but she knows. She knows now, obviously, that I mean, and plus, it took her like a quick second. I think for me, it was harder for me to tell her. I don't know why. I felt like I was letting her
just worried
down.
about not loving you or not accepting you.
Yes, there was that, like, does she love me for like a couple of years? Like, does she love me now kind of thing? Like that insecurity that plays a little bit, which she gave me really no reason to do that.
Right.
She was so supportive. But
what about your pops?
Yeah, I was going to ask him.
My dad passed away before I was able to tell him.
Wow.
So, but I think he knew because my videos were starting to come out, and I didn't really grow up with my dad as much as my mom.
Okay.
My dad, we had kind of this, he was an alcoholic mostly. So a lot of memories with him when he was young were, he was drunk. So, so I hung out with his mom. I mean, his mom, basically his mom, his Irish wife. And she would make things for him. And,
but she was really from Ireland.
She's amazing. Yeah, she's amazing. My stepmother. And she put butter onto everything, and she's like incredible. So and he stopped drinking when I was like 21, and so there was a lot of years after that he didn't drink.
Yeah, some years, so that's cool.
A lot of sober years with him that he was retired, and just when we got along very well. So that was we would have dinners and things like that. And
did your sister know?
Side. Oh yeah, my sister.
She knew, right?
My sister's cool, and she's
older or younger sister?
She's older.
Okay.
But she knew before you came out. She knew because you probably had a tight relationship.
No, I told her, but she was like, I know. She was like, I know, John. Like, I know. And I told her, So
yeah.
That was like the first time I came out to my friend. I was like, I have something to tell you, and she was like, you're gay. And I was like, yes, I am gay.
Yeah. I feel like it's such a different world now.
Yeah, totally. It's easier, but I mean, it's still, I worry what's going on in Florida and all this stuff and these laws and trans kids. And, there's still a big fight. There's about 200 plus anti-gay laws trying to be put into legislation right now.
Yeah, it's
so
crazy,
they're really going
scary.
crazy, and gay marriage, we're concerned. So there's stuff, there's still a lot of fight to do.
I know. It's like one step forward, two steps back.
Yeah, they torture us. They really do. There are a lot of these politicians use it to get votes and things like that. And, they're just not loving people. Really.
I feel like California and New York's like two different worlds. We're like those two states. Maybe some other ones we're totally different, like not part of the planet.
And Jersey, too, actually. Jersey, is pretty liberal.
Okay,
thank God, but
Chicago?
New York. Yeah.
No.
Chicago.
Okay.
Not a big. I've only been there once or twice. I don't know. There's a lot of cool things to Chicago, I think. But I think when you're from New York, you're kind of like, Chicago, Philly.
Like all the stuff happening around the country. Then like when you leave California or New York, all the stuff around the country that people are still trying to. Just like a lot of closed-minded people. A lot of people like not accepting of,
Right. Yeah.
people's differences or
It's the Supreme Court's a mess right now, and it's a terrifying situation with Trump and all that.
Are you a political person that?
Yeah, I try definitely
speak out about things and get involved.
I do. I can't. Well, especially during the Trump years and things like that. It was just like we had like a crazy person in the driver's seat. It's just like screaming,
I know,
stop the ride kind of thing. But it's still,
It seems so surreal, like SNL skit every day. It just seems so.
Yeah, like the Marjorie Taylor Greens and all that stuff. Hoping.
Yeah.
People are going to vote, and they're not going to lose their vote.
Yeah. It was an interesting time the past couple of years, man.
Yeah.
Just like, everything seemed like not even real. Like, is this guy tweeting this? Did he really say that? Is this happening? Is this our life?
Yeah.
It was really.
It's like
it was heavy.
Yeah, it feels like like aliens took over or something. Like the president. Did you just say
you just wake
bleach?
up every day like, what happened today?
Yeah,
that was horrible.
Yeah, it was white knuckling through like 4 years of white knuckling. I was even going to have kids, I thought, but then Trump. I was like, maybe I'll adopt at some point, but I was like, I can't bring a child into this world. I felt like that.
And then the minute like he was off social media, and the minute that like he wasn't the president, it just seemed like this huge black cloud lifted for a little bit at least. It felt like,
yeah,
holy shit, like he's not every single day you read about something every single day.
Yeah, that's why like the Elon Musk thing, like him buying Twitter and maybe putting him back on Twitter and stuff.
Oh yeah,
it's
I
like,
saw that.
Are you kidding me? Like why?
Did he really buy it? Did it go through? Is this?
I think it's not going to go through.
No.
Okay.
Hopefully not.
Because I don't know it's real anymore. That's the thing too. It's like, is that really happening? Is he going to buy
He
that?
was
Is
trying to. There was something. I don't.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Wow.
Weird. Yeah. I was. I actually thought Teslas were kind of cool. Now I'm.
Yeah, I mean, I've been wanting to get one and think about it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's always a douchebag behind some product you love.
But again, it's like it's so hard to tell nowadays what's
Right. That's
real,
for sure
know,
too. That's for sure. Yeah. You got
unfortunately,
to do
it is,
research.
Yeah. It's.
Yeah, it is.
It can be
It's
so
too much.
frustrating. You're just
I
like,
know. Yeah, you don't want to. You got to realize everyone's kind of could be a douchebag potentially, right? And then even the douchebags might be cool a little
Right.
bit, you know?
Yeah. No, you're right.
Like
you're
everything's not so black and white.
right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's our way out of this. I feel like
Right.
we have to recognize that in each other. But we're also at war.
True.
They are at war with us too. So they don't. There's no negotiating with a lot of these GOP. They're at war. They want
seems
to
that way,
destroy,
yeah.
and they
I mean, a lot of that old generation are dying out anyway, so hopefully that will be a big change. It seems that that old guard is kind of like literally dying.
It's just the judges. It's the
Right.
judges that they're leaving behind, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So even after they're gone,
Yeah.
like Mitch McConnell's legacy,
Jeez.
that guy.
That guy.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
This podcast took a sad turn right now.
Whoa,
Talking
sorry,
about-
guys.
No, it's all
time
good
for
though.
lollipop.
That's just reality of the of the world right now. It's
Well, if
fucking
you don't
crazy.
talk about it, you're kind of
100%.
Yeah.
But you're putting positive, wonderful energy into the world, and we
Yeah.
appreciate you for that,
trying.
man.
Thank you. Likewise.
The family's such a beautiful
Likewise.
family on the show, and it just
Thank you.
reminds me a lot of like a bunch of East Coast families that I knew growing up around. Reminds me of my mom.
Your
You know what I mean?
mom's.
Oh fuck! Let's get my mom. Hang on,
Yeah,
stay right
your
there.
mom.
Yo,
Whoa,
stay right there.
whoa.
Hang on a sec.
Yeah,
Stay right there.
We're gonna do
he
thing for
told
mom?
her
I'm gonna
earlier
call
that he
my
was
mom
going to
real
call
quick.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah, her name's Linda. Hang on a
Absolutely.
second.
What?
Her
Yeah.
name's Linda.
And I'm gonna say, hey, Linda, it's
Dude,
Linda.
we're gonna do this. I'm so fucking psyched.
She's
Hope
pretty
she doesn't say anything
excited as
crazy.
well.
She's badass.
I love the fact that she might say something crazy. So.
Let's see on the pod.
Should I call my mom? Should I call my mom?
What the fuck, man? I told my mom I was gonna fucking call her. She's gonna fucking ghost me on the podcast.
Ghosting you,
Let me
bro.
try one more time. Let's
I
see.
could
I'm
call
sorry.
my mom. She'll pick up.
People love my mom on the pod too. She's been on
Oh,
a
yeah?
couple times breaking my balls about vegan food and fucking
Oh, yeah?
Buster.
tofu.
She's not having it.
She's not having her whole family's vegan. All of her sons are. All of her grandchildren. Mom.
Hi, Toby.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Linda. It's Linda.
Mom, you're on the podcast.
How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm talking to Toby.
Oh my God, is that Boston accent for real?
No, it's from Brooklyn.
Huh?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, Mom.
Oh, Brooklyn. Okay. Yeah, my sons seem to think that I sound like you and look like your character.
Aw, well, Linda's pretty. Yeah,
Every time they watch Bob's Burgers, they say, "Mom, she sounds just like you."
Well, it's definitely East Coast. It's an East Coast thing. So,
Yeah, it is an East Coast thing.
and it's a beautiful thing. So we're lucky to have moms like you.
We're unique.
That's right.
And you know what else, Linda?
What?
Why didn't I audition for that role?
I don't know. You have a good voice. You'd have to arm wrestle my mom though first.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I could have done that then.
It's true. You could have.
Yeah, well, it's really nice to talk to you.
You
And
too.
I know my sons love that show.
Thank you very much. Likewise.
All right, Mom. Thank you, Mom. I love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Linda.
Bye.
Bye, Linda.
That's crazy, right?
Double Lindas.
Double Lindas.
Crazy.
Who knew?
Double
man.
trouble.
Dude, thank you so much for being here, man. This
Thank
was
you for
awesome.
having me.
I'm so happy we connected again in real life.
Likewise.
So happy for
Yeah.
everything that's going on in your life, and hope you guys move out here. We can go hiking, get
Yes.
some vegan food,
That's right.
some sunshine, some vitamin D.
I
Bring
would
the
like
volcano.
Yes. Or not. We could do a sober month. That's okay.
And so, what is your YouTube page again, where people can find that, or your music?
Well, I'd say my Instagram, John Roberts Fun, and Twitter, John Roberts Fun. It's all my music links are to that, and and Bob's Burgers Sunday nights. Fire Island, this movie's coming out on Hulu.
Yeah,
and the Bob's Burgers movie, May 27th.
May 27th.
Yeah.
Would you ever get a Linda tattoo?
Maybe after the show's gone.
Yeah.
Okay. On my face.
No, stop.
Like, Linda's face tattooed on my face.
I saw you have a couple tattoos. You have a lot of tattoos, or no?
I have a couple. This is the last one I got. This
hummingbird.
Yeah.
Hummingbird. Yeah, it's awesome.
That's
what they call it. It's a classic.
Oh yeah, no, it's.
I got one too.
I like the sailor tattoos, but I would.
Those.
David just got beautiful. Lift up your shit.
Who does your
in
tattoos,
Colombia,
Colombia, nice, dude. Shout out to Colombia, man.
Shout out to Medellin.
Bogota, amazing shows out there. We were talking about that earlier.
Yes.
Incredible, passionate fans of music, all types of music, like Sepultura's from Brazil. They always play South America. I can't wait to get back there. I have a Colombia tattoo, actually. I got tattooed over there. Yeah, I love South America, man. People really appreciate the music, you know?
Absolutely.
So much passion.
I agree.
And compassion. Awesome. All right, well, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
May 27th in theaters, Bob's Burgers movie. Anything else, Derek?
I think that's it for me.
Nice to meet you.
It's really awesome to meet you. I learned a lot, actually.
Yeah, me too, man.
Many,
it's a pretty amazing journey, man.
Yes, absolutely.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, bye, guys. We're signing off now.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, guys. Thanks for listening. Please rate, review, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet to this podcast, please do that. And whatever platform you are listening to this on, I'm glad you found me. You can rate me and review me on there also. So thank you guys sincerely for the support. I cannot wait for you guys to the next one. Yo, people always ask me what kind of frames I'm rocking. I've been rocking Caddis for a couple years. They make amazing progressive readers, which I wear. Also, they make sunglass readers, anti-glare, anti-smudge coating, anti-scratch, and anti-aging. That's why I look mad young when I wear them. I'm just kidding. But they make amazing frames. Caddis, so stoked to have you guys part of the podcast. You can go to caddislife.com/Toby10 and get $10 off your first purchase. Stoked. Thank you, Caddis. Welcome to the fam. Yo, Liquid Death, thank you so much for hydrating all my guests, taking care of me and my family and my friends. Love your water, love your brand, love what you stand for, love what you give back to the community. If you want to learn more about Liquid Death and how it started, listen to episode 115 with the co-founder, owner, and creator of Liquid Death, Mike Cesario. Just a punk rock skateboarding kid from Delaware with a dream. It's an incredible story, incredible journey. They have now blessed me with my own code. So if you go liquiddeath.com/Toby, you get free shipping on any items you order from liquiddeath.com. Thank you so much, Liquid Death. Death to plastic, murder your thirst, stay hydrated. You know H2O saves lives.
Yeah, they have like a...
Yeah, but the real question is, it going to bring rollerblading back? That shit still goes on.
It doesn't look as cool.
It's so horrible.
It doesn't look as cool. Roller skating has soul, and it's like...
People would be killing themselves on rollerblades. I remember that time period, even in New York. I was like, oh, here we go. Let's just go to Central Park and watch people just get it.
Bite it. Yeah.
I'm recording now, by the way. So you can tell you those stories.
Yeah. It's funny.
Let me do my intro.
Sorry. Yeah.
And I think you may be closer to the mic, the better.
Oh, sorry.
Because you have an amazing voice. You have a voice. You have a voice for radio.
Thank you. Pays for voiceovers.
Okay.
Oh, we got some glitches.
You just screwed it up.
Oh God, what did I do? I just did. I did.
Check.
I did.
No.
Check.
Can you hear
Okay,
yourself?
now it's back.
Now I'm
Don't
back.
do that.
What did
I did
do?
it. I did it. I
shook
pulled
it
the
up.
thing. I pulled it closer to me.
Okay, I'm sorry. You guys good?
I'll pay for
Okay.
that.
Let me do the intro. You guys ready?
Ready.
It's right.
Welcome to the One Life One Chance podcast. I'm your host, Toby Morse. Back again, my brother to the right, Mr. Derek Green's with me today. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, what's up?
I love that you're off tour. You can be with me. I'm gonna miss you when you're gone. I know.
Yeah,
I know
you say that now.
Thank you for being here, Mr. Derek.
Thank you for
Green.
having me. Thank you.
And then in front of me, my guest today, we met. I'm not sure how many years ago. I was trying to find the video of it. My son was pretty young. We went to this live reading of Bob's Burgers here in Los Angeles, and then we were leaving, and we saw John Roberts, who's here with me today. Welcome to the podcast.
Hi, thanks for having me.
You in the alley, and you were so fucking nice to my son.
Just hanging out in the alley there.
Just loitering, and then you talked to my son. You did the Linda with him. It was so fucking cool, man.
I did. I did some Linda. Well, you guys were really nice, and it was right after the show, and it was really sweet.
We were stoked to be there.
Yeah, the live shows were great. The audience was so nice.
Yeah.
it was we had such a great time.
And lots happened since then, obviously.
Yes.
So much has happened.
Yes.
The world's changed. Everything's changed.
It's true.
So let's just get into your life. I know we're going to promote the movie May 27th. The Bob's Burgers movie's coming out next Friday, May 27th.
Stoked.
Very exciting. I saw you guys
Thank
went to the premiere this week.
Yeah, we had a big premiere on Hollywood
Yeah,
Boulevard.
it's right by my house. I was like, what the hell is going on here? All this commotion.
Yeah, that's how I would have been if I wasn't in the movie. Yeah, because when I lived here, I was always like, damn it, they shut down Hollywood Boulevard again. Yeah, but
You're there. That's you. It's awesome.
It was me this time holding everyone up. Yeah, it was nice.
Exciting.
This time it was worth it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It was great to see the movie for the first time. And,
wow.
And that theater, the El Capitan Theater, is beautiful.
Classic.
Like, an organ player, and it was very sweet. Yeah.
That's amazing. So let's get into it. So obviously you're born in Brooklyn, New York.
Born in Brooklyn.
What part of Brooklyn?
Born in not such a cool place. No, I think I was. Let's see. I was born in Bensonhurst, I think.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You just said you think. You said you think.
Well, let's see. It was.
Bensonhurst, don't you?
Well, my dad and mom were both from Brooklyn. My dad's from Bay Ridge. Mom's from Benson. Irish Italian. Brooklyn love story.
Nice.
Not really. They divorced when I was very young.
Okay. Did you have siblings?
I have an older sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is she into the same stuff you're into?
No, she's a social worker. I'm proud of her.
Awesome.
Oh.
Yeah, she's hospitals, and she's in the trenches there doing the good work.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Wow, it's so straight out of Bensonhurst. I would never.
Yeah. Well, I didn't grow up there.
Guess. Okay.
We got the hell out of there right away.
All right,
we
all
went
right.
straight to Jersey, and then my dad took off, and then we got stuck in Jersey. But it was great. No, I love New Jersey. My dad actually went back to the Upper East Side and remarried a lovely Irish woman. So
Nice.
I kind of got two moms, and then I got to hang out in the city a lot as a kid.
That's
which
cool.
I love that.
Did they explain it that way? Like, now you have 2 Christmases.
No, it was like it was a little not like that. It was, but they were all.
That's some movie shit, bro.
Yeah.
They all came. They're all like friendly. My mom, and my dad's wife and stuff. I mean,